Hey YouTube, I wanted to do a video about something that is my worst fear, and that something is, will the goddess ever leave me? Leave me alone and not support me or teach me or guide me when I need her. My goddess is Hecate, and I really need her in my life. She is very important to me. So there are moments in our lives that things go bad. We have colleagues at work that are stabbing us in the back, who are being mean and want us to fail. We sometimes have friends that don't pay attention to us or are not there for us when we need them, or family members who don't understand us. And yes, that can be very difficult, and during those times it can feel like the goddess has given up on us. And maybe you're thinking to yourself, this is not supposed to happen to me because I am a witch. I try to have good energy in my life. I do magic to control everything in my life, and it's my opinion that that's not always possible, because there are so many bad things that happen to good people, good witches, and those things happen to us because we need to learn from those experiences. Because if we had the power to get rid of everything that is bad in our lives, there would be no opportunity to learn from difficult situations. We would not have the opportunity to witch through our problems and think of different things, different kinds of magic to get what we want. If we wouldn't have a difficult colleague or friend, we would never learn the kind of magic that would protect us from, the backstabbing and the mean negative comments that they would give us. So I wanted to do this video because I was thinking about two different things. The movie The Blair Witch, the Book of Shadows, it had a quote in it from one of the characters in the movie, and she said, I have my notes, "We still have to eat, shit and sleep like the rest of you. We just look good doing it." And it made me think that we are not that different from the rest of the people in this world. We all have to go through certain things to learn and to grow, just like ordinary people. But we witches get the opportunity to use magic to improve on our lives. And I've read this book about voodoo, and it had this section about demons, and the word demon comes from the Greek word daimon, which means God. And that's very interesting on its own, because demons are usually thought of as, bad. Demons are bad. But this right here says that they were keepers of justice. They were the spirits that would interfere when there was bad and good going on, and they would tip the scale to try to keep the balance. Now, where am I? Okay, I already skipped this part. Yeah. Okay, so the reason why they were considered evil is because, so for a very long time they were considered to be good and bad, not either good or bad, they were just both, because they could, when there was this person who was basically good and tried to help people and be confident in everything they did, they would help that person be more of what they already were. But if there was a person who didn't believe in themselves and were thinking negative things, they would also give them more of that, so that, if you think about it, would be considered evil, because why would you give someone who is struggling more of that which they struggle with? But the reason why they did these things, it was to show them what was wrong with them. They held up a mirror to show them that what they were doing was wrong, and if they kept going down that path, it would be, you know, it would be very bad for their future and their destiny. So the Christians came and they wanted to convert people to their religion. So they started to take that part of the demons and make it evil. And they decided to turn them into devils. And they were never devils, because they were also good. And the reason why they wanted to make the people think that they were devils is to teach them that demons were bad entities that would lure you away from God. And if you really think about it, demons were good, because they wanted you to improve on yourself. They wanted you to grow, and they wanted you to succeed. The reason why they gave you more of the bad that you already had was to show you that this is not the way to go. I'm not exactly sure if I'm explaining this right, so yeah. Anyway, so to deal with these demons was to make yourself strong and be confident, and that confidence would grow in the when you worship these demons, because these demons were basically gods. And it gave them insights into their troubles, but also into their dreams, and it was just a way to make sure that your future would go in the right direction. Now, I don't know if demons are gods. Reading that particular part in the book, it made sense. Yeah, it made sense that gods would react that way, because if you think about it, it is a big insult to the gods when you are chosen to be this important being, because witches are important to the people on earth. Because, well, if you've seen my video about the creation story, you know that the gods created the people and gave the people healers and spirits and wise people, and those people were witches. They gave them extra powers to help the people, to help them with their problems, to heal them when they were sick, to teach them. But we are also people, but with these extra powers it can be difficult, and that's why the gods decided to give us their daughter Hecate to teach us how to actually work with our powers, to teach us to improve on ourselves. And I think if I was a goddess, I would be very insulted if I had a witch who followed me, who worshipped me, and then suddenly think that she or he would not be good enough, and suddenly started to doubt her powers. That would make me sad, because they were given this amazing opportunity to help others and improve on their own life, and then suddenly bad things start to happen, and suddenly they don't believe in themselves anymore. That would be a huge insult to me if I were a goddess. So the way I see it, demons and gods, I don't know if they are the same. Apparently in the old times they believed they were one and the same, but I don't know. It sounds believable, but if you would ask me, would the goddess or God ever leave me? It is possible, if you stop believing in yourself. If you think you are not good enough, I think the goddess will leave you, or the god, and wait. And he or she will be patiently waiting for you to come back and find your inner strength and find your inner power, and finally realize that this is your destiny. So, me personally, I have been insecure, of course, but I also realized that I will never leave this path. I was supposed to walk this path, and even though sometimes I'm insecure, I will always be a follower of Hecate. I will always worship her at my shrine. I will always stay with her, and I'm very grateful. And hopefully I will never be so negative, and I will never be thinking that I don't deserve her, that she will leave me, because I want her in my life. Okay, that was my video. I hope you liked it. I hope it made you think, and that's it. I'll see you next time. Bye.